more information from his own team, but also not gaining any more information. I don't know if there was much more to give from Gennaro at that point.
Probably not. I mean, I think usually when you're Tyranitar against Terrakion, running away is one of your better choices. And unfortunately, that does that now lost for the record for Demise there. But I think he's probably going to go back to game 2, and kind of much like this on the last series. Because that first game is going to refocus, figure out what you can do in the next game, and I think this next game will probably look very different. I think one thing that's kind of different about this series is that since we haven't had like a long history of players from Mexico, I'm not quite sure what to expect. Like the regional metagame of every country and every region is a little bit different.
Yes, of course.
There's really not there's nothing to compare to it. So, remember last year, there is no last year. So probably the feeling out process here is a little bit more awkward than usual.
Yeah, definitely, Scott. I agree with you there. It's, now this next match is going to be an interesting one there. I do feel like Tobias is going to have to take the threats and really find a way to deal with them. Most likely that Terrakion that we saw kind of running wild there, it seems like even 2 intimidates was just not enough to do the job.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it. It kind of surprised you. You think of Terrakion typically gets the one that gets brought to help deal with Kangaskhan teams. I know Kangaskhan here, but Terrakion still is totally critical for that one. Definitely something he's going to want to control a little bit better. He actually has really good tools to deal with it. He has Lucas and Aegislash and a Pokemon with Intimidate. So it's just going to pick like exactly the lineup that give him problems to Terrakion. I will probably see some changes here.
Yeah, and unfortunately that Skull not doing nearly as much damage maybe as expected. Unfortunately, kind of see that storm up there. The special defense of that Terrakion. But of course, the flinch game comes into play at all times. You know, it's a one-move difference, and you know, if I had just hit through that flinch, would the game be different? Of course, but we'll find out right now what Tobias can do to maybe mitigate that. We see the Amogus, like you said, Scott, there in Salamence, they're firing off Intimidates, and on the top we got Thundurus and Terrakion for Gennaro.
Now, so we see a good adjustment on Tobias' side. He gets that Intimidate off again. If Lucas, a Pokemon he didn't bring in the first game, is definitely going to be helpful in this matchup. We see some good Pokemon. So I think he's kind of even things out a little bit. One thing that didn't happen in the first game was Tobias figuring out what Mega Pokemon Gennaro brought, so he doesn't have anything on the block. We never saw that fourth Pokemon. I can almost guarantee it was Salamence or Venusaur, but it's kind of a big deal which is which, because now we have no idea what he was thinking the first time to try to play off of. If it did, because both of those Pokemon are pretty good against Lucas, which is probably why it wasn't on the first game, but a good adjustment either way. Just something he's going to have to deal with and try to control Terrakion a little bit better.
Both players taking the final seconds here to make their, will they lock in a move is the question. You never want to let it choose a random one, that can be tough. We get the switch out here on that Terrakion, not looking to take any damage here, and a nice Intimidate going off into these two Pokemon. They could see a lot from Salamence last time here, so maybe we won't actually get a move off for Tobias here. He decides to go back and Thundurus out here. Will it get a chance to Thunder Wave, or is it going to have to go ahead and get that Rage Powder going? Let's see what we get. It's actually a ton, a nice call. Going to shut down that Amogus potentially here. And the Hyper Voice, so special Salamence there, doing a ton of damage to the Salamence of Gennaro on the top screen here. And a Giga Drain, so a great prediction there for Tobias, doubling up in that slot, but not quite doing enough damage to get rid of any Pokemon.
Yeah, but there's not really doing anything to Giga Drain there, but they're doing literally nothing, just getting taunted. So the right play, probably, unless he had a safe switch there, they didn't really do anything. The big deal, of course, is Salamence Mega evolving first and getting the Hyper Voice off on the enemy Salamence. I still have to worry about getting paralyzed by Thunder Wave like in the last game, but Mega evolving first increases the base speed when you Mega evolve. So even if another Salamence had been trained in more speed, it's almost definitely slower now until the turn after it Mega evolves, which makes things a little bit safer for the Tobias here. There's a lot of temptation for Gennaro to protect now, which will allow him to do the same thing and dodge the Thunder Wave for a turn.
Yeah, it's potentially going to walk to, as we see the switch into Tyranitar now to set up that Sandstorm, and hopefully will aid him a little bit more in this battle than it did last time here. Fainting is a Milotic, I think, at the end there. We do see the Mega Salamence now for Gennaro on the top screen. And bringing some more these trainers here, of course, to protect like predicted Scott. They're not looking to get Thunder Waves here. And we see the potential safe switch into Tyranitar. No, by a little bit of almost 50% damage here, but suffering some recoil there as Salamence goes down into the red and takes a little damage from that Sandstorm. It's getting really close to fainting here, and everyone's going to take a little bit of damage except for Tyranitar there.
Yeah, Tyranitar doing more damage to Sandstorm than anything else. But a little bit surprised that they double it. It's kind of one thing I'm picking up from Gennaro. It's not like his Pokemon are able to protect, but he just doesn't seem to
stuff hard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta knock all the Pokemon out to win the game, right? Just gotta attack right now.
Yes, exactly. There's one a little bit faster actually. Last time we were getting actually pretty close to the wire there with that one, but you see each trainer really doing some damage here. We're probably gonna see a couple feints coming up this next turn.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a big important turn for Kadar here. Good to see him taking more time to think. Guys, you gotta be careful. Salamence only has 2 turns to best last minute. I want to get the most out of Mega Mega Pokemon.
And it looks like we do see a switch out here. No free Thunder Waves, like you said there, Scott. You just not necessarily mind a Thunder Wave, but actually the switch from Japan as well on the top screen there. Again, like you said, representing Germany and Mexico, respectively there. And getting the big old Draco meteor into the Aegislash Life was able to really eat it up, and the special attack will fall from that Salamence, lowering it by 2 stages here. And here comes the wrong slide. Salamence will not like that, but Terrakion should be able to take it like a boss there and hang on in the green.
Yeah, nice job there. Gets the Salamence off the field. And I'm glad to see Aegislash as well. I think that was a really good adjustment. That's one of the Pokemon I was kind of hoping to see Tobias bring this game. Definitely help him with Terrakion, as well as some of the other Pokemon he's been having trouble with. Really does a pretty good job against Salamence, so I don't have to worry about that this game. It's also important to see now that we have Salamence still remaining on one side but not the other. It's going to make things a little bit tricky since it's the fastest Pokemon, barring the choice scarf we're going to see in Volcarona. And since both these Pokemon can protect, there's only 4 Pokemon left on the side of Minaro. It's going to be pretty tough to get too much done with that choice scarf. I think Volcarona is not a Pokemon that's like a great move to lock into because we get a variety of opponents from many things that have a lot of moves that aren't resisted by many types, I guess. So I could be tricky here. You kind of want to use the bug move with Tyranitar, you use the Fun, Aegislash, Salamence, yeah, use it power. So really great core Pokemon left to deal with this full bug.
And Aegislash and Shield Form here, I don't think will mind an attack and can really threaten that Terrakion on this one. So it's going to be a really interesting turn for Gennaro there, who seems to be a little bit behind right now in the back. Get the protect from Tyranitar now. Not really doing any damage here, especially from something like Eagles Combat. And actually a double protect, essentially with that King Shield down there on the bottom for Tobias, getting a little bit of movement information.
A simple turn, I think, on the side of Tobias there. You pretty much have to go protect the choice item, see what it's locked into, and work from there. I think the only thing you can really do to anybody on our side is just kind of cheeky and show off that switch